Good evening, Southeast Texas. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Nick Canizales.
And I'm Cladra Rhodes. Southeast Texas got a good soaking this morning.
I know the rain moved into Southeast Texas around 4:30 this morning. Woke me up. I had no power either, with some areas seeing heavier downpours than others. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at the flooding left behind, including the areas that were hit the hardest and the impact. Let's go out to 12 News reporter Ebony Coleman, who's live in Lumberton, where they experienced more than 6 inches of rain.
And Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn is in the Weather Impact Center to break down the rainfall we saw and just how much water moved through our area. But first, here in Beaumont, we picked up 2 to 4 inches of rain, leaving several streets flooded and passable only by high clearance trucks. Drivers were told to avoid flooded roadways as crews worked to clear water and conditions gradually improved. Heavy rain also flooded several overpasses across Southeast Texas, leaving vehicles stranded as drivers were caught in rapidly rising water. Now, Beaumont wasn't the only community dealing with heavy rain today. Lumberton and areas farther east were hit even harder.
Yeah, some locations picking up around 7 inches of rain. 12 News reporter Ebony Coleman is there right now with a look at the flooding and the cleanup now underway. Ebony?
Sorry guys, well, it may be dry right now. That wasn't always the case. I spoke to Lumberton City Manager Steve Clark, who tells me he was up at 4 this morning when he heard the thunder. He says crews were out putting up road barriers on some of the hardest hit areas, including East Candlestick Drive and Matthews Lane, all preparing for the rain. Clark says the city of Lumberton got between 4 to 5 inches of rain. But I spoke to one resident who lives on Dennis Road, who says a meter on his backyard fence recorded just over 6 inches in less than 4 hours. Mike McGill tells me the flooding was so bad, the water covered a large portion of his street. His biggest concern now is for drivers, who he says push water that could get into nearby homes.
All I would say is you see that water, please slow down. Don't just drive 35 miles or 30 miles an hour through the water and splash water where it could get in people's houses. Show some general courtesy.
Miguel says luckily in the last 9 years, it has never flooded since he's lived in his home. Coming up tonight at 10, you'll hear more from City Manager Steve Clark and Commissioner for Precinct 1 here in Hardin County, who covers Lumberton. I'm live, Ebony Coleman, 12 News.
Alrighty, thank you, Ebony.